Our generation is getting stupider and stupider. Now, I probably don't even need to tell you this. You guys are very well aware just by observing our goddamn species, particularly TikTok.com and its consequences on humanity. You should be able to tell the dastardly effects on our generation. I've quite literally been documenting it for years. Now, a video is blowing up of these middle school teachers who are just complaining about how dumb their students are, and they are just flabbergasted at the absolute intellectual capacitators of these goddamn toddlers.
I'ma just say this. I teach 7th grade. They are still performing on the 4th grade level.
7th grade English teacher here. I teach in Northern Houston, and I teach at one of the more affluent schools. When I tell you that these babies cannot read, they cannot write, and they cannot comprehend, I'm not being funny. I'm being dead serious. It doesn't exist. I have kids constantly asking me, how do I spell window? How do I spell important? How do I spell though? And they be serious. They're dead serious. I could ask them, who is the main character of your story? The story of 4-paragraph story we just read. Can't tell you. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. It took us 4 weeks to get through how to answer a question in a complete sentence.
Okay. I know it looks really bad, guys, but don't worry. It gets much, much worse. So it turns out all of this stuff isn't even coincidental. The fact that we're seeing all these idiots on TikTok, the fact that teachers are complaining that their students are dumb, this is actually scientifically proven that the newer generation is actually getting dumber and is being born with lower and lower IQ points, which we'll get to in a second. Apparently, the average IQ of the new generation has dropped by around 20 points, and 70 years worth of IQ progress has been wiped off the face of the earth. You know, each generation being born is always like a couple IQ points smarter, but this is the first time in history we've gone backwards. Now let's just talk about that video for a second. I'm sorry, if you are in the 7th grade, I know there's a couple 7th graders watching, but if you are in the 7th grade and you cannot spell the word window, W-I-N, complete it. You should know, right? Yeah, if you cannot spell the word window, I'm sorry, bro. If your mom won't slap you in the face, if your teachers won't slap you in the face, here I am. I'm here. Boom, slapped. Play the slap sound effect, editor, please. Otherwise I'll look stupid, okay? Anyways, I will slap you in the face because what have you been doing in your 7 years of you were in the 7th grade, meaning you've minimum been in the education system for 7 goddamn years, okay? You've probably learned English. In fact, it's your first language if you were born in America or in the American education system, and you cannot spell window? What? Brother, let me tell you, you best be severely autistic. Otherwise, there is absolutely no excuse. That is record levels of dumb. And not just spelling, okay? All of the stuff they talked about, you should be able to comfortably do, okay? Like form sentences. Identify main characters of a 4-paragraph story. Are you kidding me? Do basic mathematics, man? Come on. Now, obviously, the first place people go to in these situations are the parents, right? I had a learning disability. My mom made me read certain books over the summer during my younger ages. It's the parents, it's always the parents. Basically implying that it doesn't matter what sort of drawback you had, okay? Maybe there's some fringe cases where 1% who literally cannot learn and they can't even read sentences. Maybe you're blind, okay? I will forgive you if you are blind, all right? I'll forgive you, goddamn. Unless Mr. Beast gave you back your vision, then again, no excuse. But anyways, even if you have some sort of disability, the parents should be able to guide you, especially in a 7-year goddamn time frame, right? Now, I will say, if you as a parent put all the responsibility of learning on complete strangers, right? Literally teachers and schools that you're paying for, then you are a complete idiot. It's just like those people who, raise their kids using iPads and babysitters. You need to give your child some love, okay? You're the flippin' mother or father, okay? Holy shit, be in their life for at least 2 minutes, you know? It is my firm belief that you as the parent, okay, or the guardian, have a firm responsibility to actually educate the kids yourself, okay? Because they're your goddamn kids. You cannot put their life and their future in the hands of other people. That is just stupid. Now, you can take the help of other people, but the main responsibility of education is on the parents, because you have to routinely check, what is your child actually learning from school? When they come home from school, ask them, hey, what did you learn in school today? My mom would ask me that every single day, and me being the smartass would always be like, nothing, mom. Obviously, I learned nothing in school. I'm a goddamn genius, okay? They can't teach me shit. Advanced calculus, mom. She asked me literally as I was graduating. True story, not true story. Anyways, it is your job as a parent to prepare them for the obstacles that they will be facing, right? When they grow up and go into society, you need them to be an independent human being, or they will end up on TikTok, a fate worse than death. Now, some people may argue that, hey, I'm paying money for this, okay? So teach my goddamn kids. Yes, it is their responsibility to teach your kids, but also, you're sending them to school and college, two of the biggest scams established in human history, okay? We're just forced to do these things. You think anybody would voluntarily go to school? Are you kidding me? Unless you're brainwashed beyond the ages, ain't nobody going to school. Ain't nobody going to college. I mean, if you give everybody a working salary automatically without going to college, you think anybody is fucking going there to learn chemistry, to learn history? Sorry for any history, chemistry buffs, but come on, I really hated those subjects, bruh. Had to memorize an entire goddamn textbook for no reason. What am I doing? I'm like, you want to hear about the Battle of Plassey, morons? God damn it. 1757, I bet that's right as well. Everything is proceeding as planned, implying that this is a grand conspiracy by the overlords to keep us stupid. If you say yes to that, okay. If you say no to that, maybe you're already stupid. Have you ever thought of that one? No, you haven't. Therefore, you can't lose. Everything's a conspiracy, guys. Now, some people, like Nendamoi-sama, says they say this every generation, being optimistic, like, no, this is just a bunch of boomers saying, hey, we're getting stupider. But no, let me point you to a scientific discovery. How did I pause and think of the wrong word? It's research. Goddamn. IQ scores have steadily increased, a phenomenon called the Flynn effect, by 3 IQ points or more per decade. That is, until 2020. Now, this next part we're reading is a study from Ivy League universities, okay? Credible. 2 recent studies, one by Brown University and 5 other universities, and the other by Columbia University, both concluded that cognitive development is declining. They found that babies born during the pandemic have lost 22 points in IQ, or the equivalent of 70 years of IQ gains. You know, I always talk about, what has TikTok done to us, guys? 70 years of IQ gains. Ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute shock that we are actually getting stupider. Ladies and gentlemen, what an actual shock that raising my kid on the fucking glued to the fucking iPad screen is making him stupider. What an absolute shock that these TikTok challenges are corrupting our kids' brains. Oh my god, wow. What a shock that these social media platforms are actually robbing your child of any and all human characteristics, their goddamn soul. These kids are self-diagnosing with the worst disease of all, cringe. I fear for the new generation. I cry, I shed a tear for the new generation. That was damn poetic, man. I should be like a drama student, right? What am I doing on YouTube? Holy shit. Now imagine this. Actually, you don't even have to imagine. This is reality. Imagine being the first generation in all of mankind to be stupider than the previous ones. So every single generation, we have steadily increased in IQ points, except for the newest generation. Congrats! Everybody's gonna be an idiot from now on. But you know the best part about all of this? That means that we alive right now, you know, all the maybe older generations of Gen Z or something, older members of Gen Z, are the smartest people alive in humanity. Totally accurate. Don't fact check that. So, goddamn, we're Albert Einsteins over here. I think. Ow, I was trying to pat myself on the back, but hit myself in the head. Okay. Why, yes, mother. Yes, I'm actually Albert Einstein. Thank you for asking. Okay. Now, a bunch of people are giving some awesome recommendations. It starts at home, darling. Number 1, no electronics. Number 2, replace with reading, writing, and arithmetic. Number 3, learn music and arts. Number 4, exercise and good nutrition. That one's a good one. I would have appreciated that. Number 5, sleep. Number 6, set goals. If all these are met successfully during the week, weekends they can play games, watch TV, tutor a cat. Now, this is good advice for kids that are kind of out of control. For the average kid, no, electronics is a bit far, okay? I would say electronics allowed, just because, I don't know, I kind of grew attached to YouTube. Maybe I'm corrupted as well. I don't know. We don't know at this point, okay? If you're infected with a virus, you don't really know about it, okay? You're already a zombie. You don't know. Anyways, but I feel like I got most of my joy from YouTubers, so well, leave YouTube on there, okay? You can delete TikTok, I'd say, okay? Wow, this is sad. Man, when I was in 3rd and 4th grade, they were putting big old chapter books in front of us, had to bring home packets of stuff to read, and my dad would sit there and make me read the whole thing out loud. Standards shouldn't change. Now, one thing I realized when I grew up was how different the education systems are around the world, right? Asian education system versus US education system. I'll tell you when I realized this, okay? When I was taking like the SAT, like the math portion of the SAT, and people were like studying or struggling for it, okay? And I went in blind, not knowing anything about anything, aced it, instant. I've never ever, not even in a single practice test have I scored less than an 800 on that goddamn fucking 4th grader test, bro. I don't know how is that like college level maths, but holy shit, dude. So I realized that we were like 4 to 6 grades ahead at all times, but you know, our lifestyle absolutely sucked because we had no like extracurriculars or no focus on sports. So in that sense, the Western education system is far more balanced, okay? If you look, it's really funny. If you look at like a Indian high school or something, absolutely not a single person, maybe one person in the entire grade actually goes to the gym. It's insane. And American high school, fucking everybody's going there, right? So, you know, the yin and yang, but highest earners will be, you know, Indian Americans or, you know, Chinese and stuff like that all the time. Rat King says, homeschooling, gamify learning, computers are great at teaching if you know how to use them. I agree with absolute all of this. Kids gonna be 100% homeschool. Now, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna turn out like YouTubers like, hey, shut the hell up, okay? I'm sorry. My personal experience with school and college was so absolutely traumatic. Absolutely nothing anyone could ever say to me will change my mind, okay? The school system, I'm sorry, it is not meant for people who want to be creative or who want to have an essence of a soul or enjoyment in their life. It is created to make you into a goddamn worker drone, okay? And unfortunately, it's just something you have to go through. I pray that all of you can break out of it because I know you guys are smart as hell. Unless you have a passion for one of those doctor, lawyer professions, but okay. You lose your passion really quick after 10 years of med school, but you know. Now we got this absolute 1000 IQ person here. Oh my God, then teach them. As a teacher, teach them. That's right. I don't think it's that easy though. These teachers getting these kids in middle school and having to teach them 3 to 5 years of information they missed in 1 hour a day class. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, okay? So I've been in class where there's a bunch of stupid students, there's a bunch of average students, and there's a bunch of smart students. And oh my God, teaching the stupid students is impossible, okay? The teachers don't have that much time, okay? It's like raising another child, like specifically. Like you'd have one of those really dedicated teachers who wanted to make sure that every single child learned and passed the class and did really well. And then they would go there, right? And teach them day after day. And slowly you'd see their soul crumble, like day by day. They'll be like, I'm totally motivated to teach this student. And then days go by, days go by, days go by. And oh my God, this is hopeless. There's like 6 of these guys. I can't dedicate my entire life to this. And eventually they give up, right? Is what it is. It's just, it's the responsibility of the parents because they're with them the most of the amount of the time. Preach, teachers. The solution of this is to abolish the DOE, Department of Education, and get back to the 3 R's. Okay, there's like 60 R's, bro. Of course, we need to insist that the teachers teaching have enough education themselves to do this. I can tell you how many public schools I've seen volunteered at where the teachers themselves use all incorrect grammar. It's beyond sad. It's actually a sentence to a lifetime of poverty, okay? And dude, I have a certain gripe with so many aspects of the teaching system, okay? Homework is just ridiculous, okay? I remember in math class, all the way up to high school, you'd have to do like one sort of problem fucking 50 times. And I was like, I got it the 5th time. Why do I need to do this? And if you didn't do it, you'd be given even more homework. And then it'd affect your grade. It was ridiculous. Like some people get it after the 5th time. You don't need to make them do the same shit 50 times. I don't need that much practice. Holy shit, I'm not becoming a professional mathematician. Jesus Christ. Then there's like so many aspects of that. I remember in presentations, right? You'd get marked down for going, you know, and or pausing or, you know, using not perfect, you know, Yeah, like stuff like this, like, and pausing all the time. And guess what? There's 1 million people. Okay, now YouTube kind of nuked my channel, so probably like 5K people watching right now. But yeah, you get what I mean, right? People can watch, okay? You don't have to be perfect grammar, not say a single goddamn, I repeat a lot of sentences, okay? Some people just have that style of presentation, okay? And nobody listening to you, teacher. Not even 30 students are entertained by you. So what do you mean? What are you teaching us, huh? Anyways, guys, click this video or you lose another 20 IQ points and you only have 18 left. You want to be left with -2, bro? Look at this guy, negative IQ. Click the video. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.